think anticipatory grief is the worst because you're watching somebody decline and you know how it's going to end. I've grieved people before, but this is different because the people that I have grieved and I'm grieving were gone. They were here, then they were gone. And it was terrible, but it was over with. That's immediately when the grieving started. But in this case, I'm watching my mom fall apart because her husband is dying. He was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer maybe a month ago, and he was fine before then. He bought a motorcycle, he was doing great, and then shortly after that diagnosis, he became bedridden. Tumors started growing everywhere. Now he's just too weak to start treatment or get any help. And my mom's in healthcare, so she knows what's going on. And she knows that it's not going to be a good outcome. Her husband's been in and out of the hospital several times within the last month, and it's been super hard on her. She's an acupuncturist, so she helps people all the time. I know that she just feels so helpless, knowing that there's nothing that she could do to help him. All she can do is be there for him, which she's been doing. And then as her kid, watching her go through that and not being able to do anything equally hurts just as much. My mom and her husband obviously live together. She's been taking care of him at home, outside of him being in the hospital. And she told me things were going fine. Today I went over there to feed her dog. I went into her house and I realized that she was not okay. Her house is a mess because she's been prioritizing taking care of him. There's no food in the house because he can't eat. There's just a bunch of electrolytes and drinkable things and popsicles. There was clothes piled on her bed because she hasn't had time to put them away. I don't know where she was sleeping. So I've been trying to do things to help her through this. But it's so hard watching somebody you love go through this. And it's not fair. I wasn't close with my mom's husband, but nobody deserves to go through what he's going through. Anticipatory grief is so hard because you know what the outcome is going to be, but you just don't know when. And you're just watching them die, and there's nothing you can do about it. My mom has done so much for me, and without her, I wouldn't be alive. Or I wouldn't be half the woman I am today without her. It's a terrible feeling watching her fall apart, and I can see her pain, and there's nothing I can do except tell her I'm here for her and maybe help her clean her house. But nothing about terminal illness is fair. So the person going through it, or their family, or their friends. My mom's toxic trait is caring about others so much that she forgets to care about herself, and she forgets to take care of herself. I wish there was more I could do. I suggested grief counseling because that's what I had to do after I lost somebody. And my mom's strong and independent and doesn't think she needs anything like that. I've just been doing my best to give her the advice that I learned through my previous experience with the counseling sessions. But if you guys have any advice for me regarding things I can do to help her more as she goes through this stage of her life, that would be much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and fuck cancer.